Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Coach BB and thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can heal a pulled muscle extremely fast. Alright, and the reason why I decided to create this video is because I recently just hurt myself literally yesterday. I destroyed my neck while benching. I was like benching pretty heavy, and all of a sudden I just felt a crack in my neck, and then all of a sudden my traps and this muscle behind my neck, it definitely pulled. So I decided to make this video because the information I'm about to tell you is not stuff that I think a lot of people know, and I think it's very important, especially if you're an athlete, especially if you're training a lot. You're gonna pull muscle eventually. So this is how you can heal a pulled muscle extremely fast. All right. So there's two different types of like methods of recovery, right? So everybody's heard like the rest, ice it, whatever. First point I want to make with this is if you're icing things, people tend to ice things too long, and then if you ice things more than a body part longer than 10 to 15 minutes, what happens actually does the opposite and causes inflammation. Just want to point this out that I hate this fucking method because I don't really believe in it, and if you were to use this method, it would take a lot longer to heal anything, and you're like more likely to end up injuring it again, and I'll explain why. Now the second method, which is what I prefer, is something called active recovery. Okay, what does that mean? Instead of just sitting around waiting for your injury to heal, icing it and putting heat on it, whatever, just chilling and staying away from the gym, which fucking sucks, I believe in doing physically doing something to improve the situation. So first thing first, let's talk about what happens when you pull a muscle. So when you pull a muscle, it's kind of like working out. When you work out, you have like microfiber tears in your muscle. But when you pull a muscle or you strain a muscle, it's actually a much larger tear in the muscle. And that's the problem right there. So how do we fix this? So there's a couple of ways. The most important way that I've found, you can ice things and whatever, but the most important way that I've found that's gonna fix it the fastest way is basically, myofascial release. And there's two ways to do this, okay? If you're targeting a certain area that's kind of small and hard to get to, you can use a lacrosse ball. You can get these anywhere, like a sporting goods store, and you just basically like say it's on so I messed up my trap, you just I go against the wall and I just rub it against my back, and whenever you find that point when it hurts really badly, that's how you hit the right spot. And I'll explain the science why it happens afterwards, after I explain the second method. So you basically want to just find, the point that hurts the most and just stay on that spot. What I do for my shoulder, like if it's on the back, I'll start moving my arm around and just kind of getting different ranges of motion in my shoulder. And what that actually does is, so your muscle is like, you have fibers, they go like this, right? And they can contract when they get shorter, and then they expand when they lengthen when you're relaxing. So what you do is you put in that ball right on that muscle where the knot is, or where the knot's developing, and when you're contract and relax over the ball, it basically straightens out your muscle fibers. And if you weren't to do this and you just pull the muscle, what happens is basically you're gonna have a knot instead of straight fibers like that. So this is why I think this is really important, especially for preventing injuries in the future. And they also say that if you ever pull a muscle, your muscle is never going to be the same as it was before. But I think that's bullshit. I think with this method, honestly, you can really fix it so that it actually gets stronger, or just as strong as it was before. Now the second method is a foam roller, okay? Yeah, maybe you've heard of foam rolling, maybe you haven't. But foam rolling is more for like a larger area. Like if you say you pulled like a quad, not even a hamstring, maybe a muscle in your lat or your back. Yeah, but usually I use a lacrosse ball. Even for a hamstring, it's a lot better to use a pulled hamstring. It's better to use this lacrosse ball because you want to really pinpoint that one spot where you pulled it and just hit it all day. So the amount of time you want to spend it, or when you want to do it, you basically want to start doing this right away. After you pull the muscle, right away. Like within 1 hour yesterday, I was already lacrosse balling my neck, and I'm just doing it non-stop. You could do it like 5-10 minutes on, take a little break for 20 minutes and then do it again. Doing it as much as possible really speeds up the healing process. If you guys have never foam rolled before, I'm gonna leave some links for you guys. I really recommend foam rolling. It's great for recovery. It's great for sore muscles, and again, it's great for dealing with strained muscles. So I'll leave some links below to Amazon. That's what I use for everything basically. So I'll leave a beginner foam roller, a medium foam roller, like if you have a little more experience, and then this one I have right now that I just showed you is like literally the best foam roller I've ever had, because it really gets into spots like that normal foam rollers won't have because of the ridges. But if you've never foam rolled before, don't buy this one. Buy like a really soft one, because it's gonna hurt if you've never foam rolled before. Now the final thing that can speed up the process even faster, and I literally just figured this out today. One of my clients gave me a cryotherapy gift card, And if you don't know what cryotherapy is, basically you just sit in this like chamber for 3 minutes, and it becomes super cold. It's like negative 220 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're sitting there for 3 minutes, and all the blood basically sucks away from your skin surface, and it goes into it goes to the vital organs, because your body literally thinks it's dying. So it literally affects your whole body at once, and then when you're done, all the blood has to redistribute back to like everywhere in your body. So that's what circulates the blood and gets all the toxins out. You know, my back was like super bruised. It was like I could feel it. It was like a bunch of blood, like as if I had a big bruise on my back. I went to the cryotherapy. Instantly I felt it was like a lot better, and then surprisingly I went to the gym today. So I just injured it yesterday, and I was able to go to the gym and lift back and chest. Obviously I wasn't able to like lift super heavy, which brings me to my last point. Part of the act recovery, what you can do is, you know, everybody wants to go back to the gym like right away, and you can do this if you do everything I say with the lacrosse ball and the myofascial release. But when you do go back to the gym, it's really important to do really light weight and a lot of reps, and just really focus on contracting, and just take it really easy, okay? Because if you basically, you know, if you have a tear in your muscle and then you're pushing really hard and lifting heavy weights, you can cause that tear to get bigger. But if you're doing light weight, it's kind of like just pushing, you know, blood into the area and circulating it and helping the healing process. Part of the reason why I forgot to mention is that why this works is there's a couple reasons. I already mentioned that, you know, when you're contracting and relaxing the muscle over the lacrosse ball, it obviously straightens out the knot, but more importantly is the pain that you feel when you're doing it. That's why it's important to follow the pain. The pain that you feel while doing it actually signals your brain to heal the muscle and actually decrease the pain, because it doesn't want to keep on feeling this sensory of like pain all the time. So your brain will kind of turn those pain signals off, and also like it will start healing the muscle a lot faster. Yeah, I'll leave some links below to the foam rollers. I think honestly everybody who lifts weights or is an athlete should foam roll. I foam roll a lot before I work out. It's been proven to increase like performance, especially for legs. Like I'll foam roll my quads right before I work out, because you don't want to have tight muscles. When you have tight muscles, they're actually less powerful and less forceful. So you want to have nice and like soft muscles. Like literally, you want to get to the point where you're using a super hard foam roller and your muscles are nice and soft, so they're able to contract and not get tight. And tight muscles also can cause strains. That's probably what happened to me. I've had a lot of issues with my upper traps my whole life. I actually like pulled my levator scapula a long time ago, and I think that's what I pulled again right now. So you know, and what happens is if your muscles constantly tight, it's shortening, it's putting a lot of strain. It's going to just eventually pull, and that's what causes those tears. So foam rolling is a really good way to prevent things, but when it does happen, get one of these lacrosse balls or a foam roll. And the most important thing, say, I'm just going to explain to you, for example, is like, you know, contracting and relaxing the muscle that you're targeting over it. So for example, if you had put this underneath your leg and you're sitting down on a chair for your hamstring, you put it underneath your leg, and what you want to do is flex and extend your knee or your leg, and you want to feel your muscle contract and relax over that that knot where you pulled your muscle on the ball, and that's going to help really straighten it out and break up the knot and make sure your fibers are nice and straight instead of in a knot like that. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more videos. Honestly, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Basically, I'm just going to be answering questions I think a lot of people have, and stuff that there isn't a lot of information about. Like, I don't think there's any information really about how to heal you know, strained muscles really fast. Like I said, I literally pulled probably one of the worst pulls in my life yesterday, and I was able to go to the gym. Yesterday I wasn't even able to turn my neck. Today I'm able to turn it, no pain. And I went to the gym the next day. Obviously a light workout, but it was still better than no workout. Got a nice little pump. Get those gains, baby. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope I was pretty thorough. I think I said everything I want to say. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments or message me. And I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Later.